Hi, I don't know how we're going to get on with this one. I've penciled in just a rough design of a couple of oast houses, buildings. So I'm going to do another line of wash with the acrylic backing. Let's just move that over a bit. And see how we go. The size of these will be sort of clapboard. Well, I'm going to do them as such, with tiled roofs. So, it's a tree background. So, let's start just by putting in some background here. There's some scrubby bushes and stuff coming across. A bit of a river here. It's a bit of hard and soft, really. Let me just come across here. I'll put reflections in. This is a bit of a stream, so we'll this is a number 3 rig, but it's a bit old and I'm not sure how it's going to go. So I'll just put these grasses in. Hello, John Paul.
Hi, Grandad.
Oh. Stuff like that. You puffed out?
No, I just...
I'll use a different rigger, I think.
I ran up here.
Oh, right.
All the way.
John Paul's made a camp outside with Freddie the pussycat.
And I ran a long way to get up here.
Yes, you did.
Up 2 staircases.
Right, let's just get something in here. Different brush, better brush. Well, not better brush, no brush is better, they're just tools. We just put that in there.
When are you done? Because I just wanted to have a game of springboard.
Yeah, right, okay.
I'd like to do a picture for them, but I'll find some bits.
Let's just bring some reflection down there of this bank here. Hmm?
Would I find some paper on the left-hand side on the table here?
If you can find some paper, yeah.
I can't.
Well, I'm doing this at the moment, so I can't help you out here. I'll put some reeds in this.
Pardon me. Sorry if you're watching this.
Yeah, oh, looks good, doesn't it? Okay, these reflections coming down. I'll do some reeds and I'll show the reflections of them. That will sort of establish the water. It's coming in this. This is the shadow in the bank.
Not me.
Right, a bit more on that side here, I think. It takes a bit of time, but I thought you'd like to see the drawing rather than me having done it first and you've missed out on it.
You could.
Oh, we'll put a bit of a bush in here. Blackberry. All sorts of reeds and stuff in here. Just shadow in the rough bank. Right, get a bit of this in, and we'll go on to the go back onto the reflections. Right, okay, let's get these in here.
Ouch.
Need quite a bit of water on this to dilute it a bit. Because we have the voting day, the schools are shut. The schools are the voting places.
And we all go to different places.
I'll just do some of this. Repeat in the water what we're doing. Just some ripples here. Pull down some reflections. All the sort of things you get on the banks of a stream, but we want to just show the reflections of them as well. Okay, so that'll do for that. Give some idea of what we're doing here. Right, now I think we should go and do the oast house. Just draw the outline, which I've done in pencil. These are the cowls. They're usually white, and these round towers were for drying the hops. Oh, they were hiding places, were they?
Yeah.
Ah, right. They're mostly now holiday homes or private dwellings.
Yeah.
I'll just put in this. Got a bit heavy there on that one. Very old. Now the hops are dried in industrial kilns. Right, okay, now I'm going to just, oops, a bit heavy. Get those in there, just. John Paul? No.
I'm turning it off. What?
Right, now we'll do some trees. But this will all die back when I put the roofs on. No.
Is it the water sound?
Yes. Sorry about this, folks. Thought you were talking to Evan.
Because gone in for some reason. Evan's nan wanted him.
So I'll have one or two heavy ones in here and just some background trees. A bit of ivy. And we get them crisscrossing each other. Okay. I'm going to put some blue behind all this just to suggest distance. Okay, I'll go back to the other side here now. Ooh, oh dear. Jean Paul, go there please.
Why?
Not why. This has just put me off completely. So we have to have a big ivy tree now. Covered. That's gone really a bit like let's put him in there. Drag him lower down. Right. Get heavier. Shadow there, let's put that in while we're at it. Okay, put a bit over here. Cloud field. Oh, you could spend ages doing all this, but same here. Right, let's just put these canopies on. It's a way of doing tweaks. Alright, okay. Let's get this on top here. Shadow side. Right, I'll put some ivy over that. Never fear. That's all right. Let's get some bushes in here. Then out of that we'll put some trees. Pity about that. I didn't really want that on so heavy and so big, but I got a bit distracted as you heard. some of these very tall, are they elders? Not sure, not good on my names of things. But you do get these lovely tall trees that just sort of go outwards at the top, and they're just gorgeous. Well, a heavy one or two. Right, okay, that's just a very weak in here, just right, okay, so we've got a drawing there. Now I'm going to wet this here, and I'm going to just put in a bit of. Now we've got the light coming towards us, so I want the light to be in the middle of that, so just touch. I'll just get that down there. Let's touch up with a bit of water. It's because we're at such a steep angle. Let's touch that there. Right, just drag that. I'm just touching the water, touching the edge with clean water, hoping I can drag it across a bit while it's wet, and give the impression that it's round rather than full on. But it's not quite bled sufficiently. Maybe that's a bit better. Oh, we'll let that go. Right, okay, now I'm going to dry that. So I take your headphones off. Oops, turn it on. Well, I hope that's dry enough. Now I've really gone mad with the ink, as you can see, but I'll put that aside, my acrylic paint to one side. I'll take my paint out of its Ziploc bag, and I'll wet the paper all over. Now I'm moving my acrylic cleaner, because if that gets into the watercolour, we've had it. So I'll wet it all over. It starts wetting wet, but it ends up sort of dry. Right, bit of a warm with sienna. It's nice and wet. Bit of burnt sienna in the base here, just warm up there. Put some in the reflection in there. And a bit of over there. Okay, now we'll put in a bit of blue. Bit of paint scratch. Right? Any hairs that come out of your height, just pull them out. Water probably just a bit wet on the paper. Just get that streaking in there. Now, when your reflection of the sky in the water would be a bit, well, you're looking upwards, but I'm going to put a bit of blue on the top now. A bit of grey in there. So a nice sort of sunny day. And because you put quite dark sky above, you really want to put it in your reflection there. Okay, now I'm going to recollect the paper. It's £130 weight, cold pressed Fabriano. And I mentioned in the last one, I did a couple of hours ago, that these trays can be got from www.kabi.co.uk. A subscriber came up, the supplier. Right, so I'm going to give that a bit of a dry now, so take your headphones off again. Right, I think I carried away with the water on the sky, it was a bit wet. Right, I'm going to put in a bit of a background of blue and grey, very faint, sort of fairly faint. Quite a lot of water in this. Careful there. Right, so that'll give. I do a bit of distance there. Now while that is drying off there, I'm just going to put in some ploughed fields there. Bit of Payne's grey, bit of sienna. Just too much grey in that. A bit of umber as well, I think. My ploughed field, come right up to the bank of the stream or river. And I can go over that bit when that's dry. It's a nice warmer colour in there, sandy sort of colour. Right, we'll do the same over the other side. Leave some white showing with these sorts of things. Oops. The paper's drying this, so we're getting a bit of dry brush now. I can put a bit of green over that as well. Right, a bit of green, so lemon yellow, Payne's grey. Sort of a wintry sort of trees. Well, I love winter trees, as you know. Okay, now we'll go to the tops of the trees now. The canopy. Oh well, no. Before I do, I'll put this bit of blue and a bit of alizarin crimson. Dub this in the back here. Dob is a technical term. I want that to look as if there's some trees behind. Probably a bit of light red might have been better there. So let's put it in here. Okay, we'll put some in the back here. Make it look as if there's some branches going out the back. Okay. we're going to dry that, so I was going to put some ivy in there, so hold your ears. Right, let's move away from there. Let's do the roofs. I won't muck about with the hake on these. I'll go in with burnt sienna. A bit redder, I think. A bit darker on the top there. See, that takes the sting out of that black. Okay. Now, I want to wet the oasts and let's do in the middle, and then we'll just not going to work there, so I'll just leave a slight margin of white there, and we want our shadows. To come under these roofs, making them a bit wiggly. To show that the roof is quite old and a bit saggy. Right. Oh, that's not words, is it? I've got that bit. Oh, let's go right over there. Okay. Right, I'll leave those cowls unpainted, I think. Now I'm going to do some of the ivy. So Payne's grey, lemon yellow, burnt sienna, I'll do a little bit of wriggle work at the end. Got some almost neat yellow there, so the paint's gone very lovely and soft. Let's just put a bit of greenery there. A bit of green here, a bit darker I think. Right, okay. Right, I'm going to use that brush again when I find out, just drops out. It's, there it is. I want to put in the canopies. It's in the burnt sienna and a bit of Payne's grey. And holding my brush like that. It's got this lovely winter shape to the trees. Just warm these up a little bit. Just altering the shape of that a little bit. Just put in some of this colour. So let's just go a bit more. So that's reflection all through there. And I'll put a bit of reflection in here. Right, let's go to the other trees. It's all very easy. This lovely dry brush now. Now all I want to do now is put some it's a bit of rigger work. Let's get that in there. Okay, that'll do. Right, rigger. So a bit of you could justify having those canopies there, but you've got to put the trees up into it to show at least some branches. Okay, we'll put some bit heavier. Okay, so we're more or less done now. Let's put a couple of birds in. I don't like that brush. Probably why I don't use it. It's worn out. Right, there's a blob there, so we'll put birds in. Okay, let's sign it and then we'll put it in a mount and have a look. Do I want to put a figure in? No, I don't think so. Right, let's put it in the well, let's try it in the ivory mount because there's a lot of umber and sienna in that. Although there's quite a lot of blue, but we'll put that there. So there we go. So that's quite pleasing. Probably a bit heavy here and there, but there's enough detail. And the ink drawing has died back now, but now I've put the darker colours on. So let's bring you round, and we'll have a. No, I can't get that. I don't know why that won't go straight. Oh, maybe that's better. No, it's not. Right, okay, let's go into it. So a couple of oast houses there. Whoops. So nice and rough. My big tree went big because John Paul came and demanded things. Now I can see what I've done wrong there, straight away. So I'm going to rectify that before your very eyes. I've got, where am I looking? There. There are two branches going, that one and that one. They're looking a bit too samey, so I'm going to have to change those. Or change, just make one stronger. So let's make that one stronger. Sticking it up a bit. Yeah, because this is still too parallel. So I'll just put another tree in there. Just to break it up a bit, break up that outline. Well, I'll have to let that go. Right, let's come over a bit further to the edge there. You can see the blue I've put in behind and the blue trunks to give that, try to give that 3D effect. I've done it in that tree, but it doesn't really show. But I quite like the buildings there. So having said, I don't really like modern buildings anyway. I like these sort of buildings, the old Kent oast houses, which are so English. Alright, okay. So let's come out of that. I think that's quite a reasonable looking picture there. I'm still trying to get these straight, and I don't know why they won't go straight. Infuriating. But anyway, that's the best I'm going to do. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.